Who uses drugs? Everybody, anybody. It doesn't matter. Drugs do not discriminate. They don't care if you're a doctor. They don't care if you're a lawyer. They are, anybody that has any type of mental health issues is going to use them. People with anxiety, people with a past history with family genetics, all of those different groups of people use drugs. I do think that mental health plays a big part in incarceration. I know so many people in there with so many different diagnoses, and actually my chemical dependency class recently for college, I learned that, dual diagnosis is a huge thing, not just addiction, but then having the mental health piece as well. There's so many people that it affects, and they're using the drugs because they don't want to deal with the mental health medications. Maybe they're not on the right dosage. There's just so many things that go into play, and it's very, very sad. I think that there needs to be programs implemented into the jails that can help citizens reacclimate themselves back in, whether it's getting them in touch with organizations like FAILSAFE or the Christian Brothers and Sisters program, RACSB, mental health services. They need really a whole team of people that are able to help them become new active members of society. And that's really where I see the reform going, is in order for us to get where we want to go with that, all of these programs need to be implemented. Otherwise, they're going to get out and they're going to keep doing the same things over and over. Then there is no reform because they're just doing the same things anyway. I have known so many people that got out and within 3 weeks were dead. They overdosed. I alone lost 12 friends last year from overdoses because they get out and they do the same things they've been doing. They need to start implementing inside of the jails before they get home. I've seen studies where they've actually used whether it's methadone, Suboxone in the jails before they got out, and the recidivism rates are super low because they actually implemented that within that facility. And I think that that's what they should be doing also. Instead of looking at it as another drug like Suboxone and stuff like that, they look at those as drugs, but really those drugs are the ones that help people. They save people. How do we change the community's perception? People like FAILSAFE. They show other people in the community that they're not bad people. They just made bad choices, that they have other problems underneath. The stigma needs to be removed, even myself, it's still hard for me to tell people that I went to jail because I know that ultimately they're going to judge me, which is sad because we shouldn't be judging people. Those are the people that we should be helping the most. Even in the Bible, God talks about, those are the people that he helped the most. He didn't necessarily help the ones that he knew, believed, and had it. He helped the ones that he knew really needed that help and that guidance. And that's, as Christians, what we should be doing. Oh, COVID in the jails and prisons, that's a rough one. I think that they could do better. I think that the governor needs to be doing more. I think they need to be letting people out. A couple months ago, I actually reached out to legislators, the senators, the governors, trying to get somebody to help somebody that was in Deerfield Correctional, which at the time, Deerfield, almost their entire inmate population had COVID. And most of them are older. They're older gentlemen. They have underlying health conditions, and they are the most susceptible to dying. And they've had the most deaths now, actually. And so I just really feel like they should be doing more. They should be letting these people out. It shouldn't be a problem. But I feel like they're not stepping up their game and doing what they said they were going to do. I definitely think that in order for them to be letting people out, that they should be looking at the type of crimes, obviously, nonviolent, things of that nature. If it's credit card theft or drugs, if they only have a year left, what's the point? What is that extra year actually going to be doing for them?